Welcome to our new video. This is the ER-DGP84 hair clipper from Panasonic. We reviewed it for you, and you'll find out everything you need to know in this video. So just stay tuned. Let's get started with the Panasonic ER-DGP84. As always, we will begin with a brief overview of the product in our features and technology section. First of all, the DGP84 is the successor of the DGP82. Accordingly, many of the features are the same. This includes the battery life, which seems rather poor at 50 minutes. However, we have to say that the charging time of around 1 hour is quite short, and that a mains operation is included. This means that the short battery life is not that significant. The main difference between the DGP84 and its little brother is the maximum cutting length. The DGP84 has an additional comb attachment on top, with which you can achieve a maximum cutting length of 25 millimeters. The little brother was able to achieve a maximum of 15 millimeters, so we see a significant improvement here, especially for those who want to leave their hair a little longer. In a market comparison, 25 millimeters also performs significantly better. It should be around 25 to 30 millimeters to be able to keep up with the competition on the market. It is the same as with the DGP82. As far as the length setting is concerned, at least. This means that we can adjust the short range from 0.8 to 2 millimeters and 0.3 millimeters increments using the rotary control on the device. That in itself is very good. We have to start working with the comb attachments from 3 millimeters onwards. At this point, the setting options become more incomplete as the cutting length increases. As a result, the number of length settings is somewhat limited. There are also no major differences in terms of the included features. The DGP84 has a linear motor that keeps the same power level, regardless of the battery life and hair thickness. The included X-taper blades are also supposed to help with precise work. Other features include a charge and low battery indicator and a small but well-made scope of delivery. But we'll say a little more about that later. By the way, you can find the link to the Panasonic ER-DGP84 below the video in the description. And if the video was helpful to you, please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. Let's take a closer look at the appliance itself next. As with its predecessor, we can confirm that the DGP84 is not only advertised as a professional appliance, but also looks and feels like one. The materials used look high quality. The workmanship makes a very clean impression, and with the exception of a small spot on the lower part of the handle, the appliance looks as if it was made of one piece. The high-quality workmanship is also reflected in its weight, which is quite a bit with 239 grams, but we have also seen heavier hair clippers. The DGP84 is actually quite easy to work with, not least because of its design. The Panasonic hair clipper has a very good shape. You can see that the device itself is curved a bit, and that the blade is positioned at a very good angle. This means that this appliance is comfortable to work with and is easy to guide when cutting your hair. This impression is reinforced by the slim design of the appliance. As a result, it sits particularly well in the hand. On top of that, we have a rubberized area on the back of the device, which ensures a secure grip even when everything is wet. The first impression is therefore basically coherent and meets the expectations of a device in this price range. The only downside is the relatively strong vibration in the handpiece. The volume, on the other hand, settles in at around 58 decibels, making the appliance pleasantly quiet. When it comes to cutting hair, the rotary control provides a fixed control mechanism for the trimming area. No other adjustment mechanism gave us such a secure feeling in our test. The comb attachments lock into place using a fairly simple system, which is perhaps a little too simple considering the price range. In terms of their functionality, it can sometimes be a little tricky to get the attachments on. But once you've managed it, there's no need to complain, because everything clicks into place firmly and securely. Let's take a look at how the Panasonic clipper performed during its use next. There are two main areas to examine here, namely working with the naked blade close to the skin and trimming longer hair with the comb attachments. As Remo prefers to walk around bald, we start working with the naked blade. What can I say? As you would think of a professional device, the DGP84 delivers a very good cutting precision and impressive results. Our example here with the arm was also absolutely convincing. Go over it once or twice and your job is done. After us testing, my colleague Remo even praised the fact that the blade gives a great feeling of safety. And that's also important, of course, especially if you're someone who wants to work close to the skin. On the other hand, the heat generated by the blade is kind of a letdown. It gets quite warm after a short time, which of course reduces the comfort while working. We actually think that that is a bit of a shame. This shouldn't really be an issue in this price segment. All right, that's it for trimming. Now let's take a look at cutting longer hair with the comb attachments. As Remo's hair unfortunately didn't grow back quickly enough, we got back at Eddie, our styling head with which we will demonstrate the results in this range. Eddie is equipped with 100% human hair and is therefore particularly suitable for this part. Let's start with the large comb attachment, meaning with the maximum length of 25 millimeters. As a result, the attachment captures the hair very well despite the long length setting, and you basically only need a few strokes to achieve the desired result. Even with the comb attachment for 15 millimeters, the hair is dealt with quite quickly. However, we didn't notice a big difference to its predecessor, the DGP82. Compared to cheaper hair clippers, such as those from Haddocker or Remington, the DGP84 also caught the hair faster, and it also felt kinda easy to get through the hair with this appliance. Of course, we also went back to the shorter length settings. We trimmed Eddie's left side down to 6 millimeters, with a very accurate result in my opinion. And then we wanted to try out the small attachment, cutting down to 3 millimeters, which also worked very well. Overall, no matter which length setting we chose, the hair clipper almost seemed a little underwhelmed. All in all, a great result, which you can certainly expect from such a professional appliance. And as a reminder, you can find the link to the Panasonic ER-DGP84 below the video in the description. And if the video was helpful to you, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. So we're done at last. Eddie is happy. So, now what? Well, of course, cleaning it all up. The hair clipper also needs to be cleaned from time to time. This works quite well with the DGP84, but you have to do without water. Instead, you have to blow through the shaving head and then use the brush. Maybe also use a damp cloth, but that's it. Let's move on to the blade, and as it's often the case with blades, they will eventually become blunt. This will certainly also be the case with the Panasonic clipper at some point. As with its predecessor, the manufacturer states, and I quote, "A combination of diamond steel and titanium hard coatings ensures twice the durability of conventional stainless steel." That at least sounds like you should have peace of mind for a while. Unlike the devices from Haddocker or Remington, for example, the Panasonic comes with a relatively small scope of delivery, but it makes a somewhat more valuable impression. The most important parts are definitely the 4 comb attachments and the charging station with the power adapter. The cleaning brush and some oil are also included. Other nice goodies are the travel bag and the storage compartment for the comb attachments. Let's come to the conclusion. The Panasonic ER-DGP84 is a hair clipper in the higher price range and does justice to this classification. It only differs in a few details from its little brother, the DGP82, which would be things like its weight and volume, but above all, its maximum cutting length. Overall, it can be said that the cutting length upgrade has proved to be a sensible move and positively complements the already very good trimming and pruning performance. So if you are prepared to spend a few bucks more, the DGP84 is a professional appliance that is now also eligible for longer hair and should be able to tackle most hairstyles. So that's it, we reviewed this product for you. Take a look at the video description below if you want to find out more. There you'll find all the links. Otherwise, I'd be happy if you'd stay tuned. Our Endcard will provide a few interesting video suggestions for you.